England vs Slovakia, Bellingham's stunning goal sparks dramatic Euro 2024 win. Jude Bellingham's stunning stoppage-time goal saved Gareth Southgate's England from an embarrassing last 16 exit as the Euro 2024 favourites battled back to a 2-1 win over Slovakia after extra time. It seems that a summer that promised so much will end in sadness and humiliation for a team that was a penalty shootout away from winning the last edition 3 years ago. Ivan Šranc set Slovakia's elusive and well-coached side on the path to their biggest win as an independent nation, but Bellingham left jaws in the ground and dishonest players on the surface in Gelsenkirchen. A double overhead kick from the midfielder in the 5th minute of stoppage time sent the game into extra time, with captain Harry Kane's header helping Southgate's side advance to this tough round of 16 encounter. England is waiting to face Switzerland in the quarter-finals on Saturday, and will seek to benefit from the spirit it showed at the end of the match, which seemed as if it would end with a result similar to what happened against Iceland in the 2016 European Championship. Southgate has overseen significant improvements since taking charge shortly after that tournament 8 years ago, but the pressure and scrutiny will be as hot as ever after narrowly reaching the quarter-finals and reaching his 100th game in charge. The England coach received a mixed reception before the start of the match at the Veltins Arena, as referee Umut Miller warned Mark Gui 3 minutes after the start of the match. The centre-back will miss the match against Switzerland as a result, with Kobbie Mainoo making his first competitive start aged 19, and Bellingham, who turned 21 on Saturday, will soon be booked. Francesco Calzona's Slovakia team appeared to be reeking of blood after England won Group C in unconvincing fashion. David Hanko's early cross shot crossed the face of goal and Kieran Trippier cleared the ball after Guehi threw himself in front of Lucas Harrisland's effort. The audacious play ended with David Strelec showing expert awareness and passing the ball to Šranc, who kept his composure as Guehi, who had lost the initial volley, failed to return and prevented him from shooting the ball past Jordan Pickford. This goal worsened the mood of the England players, as did the team's reaction. They were met with boos from Southgate's players who slowed down the game and started passing the ball backwards, with patience on the field not shared by the players in the stands. The break also witnessed boos from the fans, who had previously expressed their anger after the draws with Denmark and Slovenia. But Southgate's men appeared to have equalized 4 minutes into the second half, as Phil Foden turned in Trippier's low ball across the box. The striker's celebrations, who left the camp temporarily this week on the occasion of the birth of his third child, ended when the video assistant referee ruled that he was offside. England now had more fire in their attack but almost sent Slovakia a second goal as Strelec met a loose free kick with a shot from the halfway line that beat the advancing Pickford and dribbled wide. It was a huge break for England, just as Juraj Kuka's foul on Mainoo, which had already been booked, was a foul for Slovakia. Foden smashed the resulting free kick into the human wall, and cheers rose when Cole Palmer entered, although few players expected Saka to move to left back even with Trippier, who replaced him, injured. England continued to investigate in their pursuit of an equalizer that should have arrived in the 78th minute, but Kane somehow managed to head Foden's free kick wide. Declan Rice hit the post from 25 yards out 3 minutes later as the Euro 2020 runners-up scored an equalizer that looked set to elude them as the game entered 6 minutes of stoppage time. But in the 5th of those moments, a moment of magic sparked pandemonium. Juhi kept his footing under pressure and passed a throw-in, with Bellingham sending a stunning overhead kick past Martin Dubravka. This strike got England out of prison, and led to extra time that seemed impossible for them, and not even a minute had passed since they had advanced in the score. Ebereki Eze's shot at the ground was cleverly headed back by fellow substitute Ivan Toney, and Kane then headed the ball at the far post against England. Southgate's team fell behind after scoring and began to hold on in the face of a tired Slovakia who tried to equalize, with Petr Pekarik threatening from close range before the end of the first half. England's top scorers were withdrawn and Slovakia were unable to find an equalizer, with the final whistle blowing Sweet Caroline and a sweet relief. "I know what I can do in those moments," Bellingham told ITV Sport after the match. "No matter what people say, I did it this year with Real Madrid, and I did it with England before. I'm just happy to help the team." On where he places his goal-scoring moments in his career depends on what we look at in a couple of weeks. If it ends up being a goal that helps the team win the cup, it will be there. It was a good win, until the next round. Very happy. It's been difficult the last week or so to keep the negative energy out of the camp. I think today they will be ready to face us. We showed strength. The character that England lacked is very important to overcome.